Welcome back, folks. So joining us on Living Dayton today is 2 News anchor Holly Samuels, guest hosting with us. So she's here to talk about the show with us, but also to talk about the delicate balance of motherhood and career, which is something you just had a baby, so you're learning this.
I am just learning, yes. I had a baby in October, and so she's coming up to 5 months now, and so I'm not an expert at all, but I am learning. I'm learning bit by bit, and I've got to say that I think the biggest lesson is that parenting is a team sport, and I'm so thankful. Count my blessings every day. I have a wonderful husband, and with my schedule, it's basically we see each other when we're handing off the baby.
Yeah.
With this job, I work nights and weekends and mornings sometimes, and so I'm not always able to be there, but I know she's so cute.
Oh my goodness, look at her.
So yeah, I mean that's one of the biggest things. We're not originally from the Dayton area. My husband and I both have family in Indiana, and so we can't just call up the grandparents and say help.
Yeah.
We have found a babysitter in town who is wonderful, and that's one of the secrets, I would say, having someone to help you out. You know, just learning it bit by bit.
Yeah, you mentioned that the child care is definitely one of those secrets. What else have you discovered so far as that work and home life balance? Is there a magic ratio? Or?
Yeah, there is. You know, people say you buy a refrigerator and you get a 50-page manual and they send you home from the hospital with this child and nothing.
Have fun.
But that really is, I mean, you have to find out what works for you and for your child and for your family, which is why I think moms get so bristly when people try to give them advice all the time, because there's no answer. There's no secret.
Yeah.
Although I will tell you that we flew with my daughter Piper over Christmas, so she was like 8 weeks old, and we were very worried about taking her on the plane. And we were at the airport waiting for the plane. There was another mother there with a toddler and maybe an 8-month-old, and she was by herself. And I said to her, well, "How are you doing this?" You know, and she said, "I'll tell you the secret. You just look really pathetic, and then someone will help you. If you just struggle, and if you look really sad, someone will step up to help
People will
you."
step in.
That's my secret.
Nice trick. Well, you know what? Whatever you do, whatever works.
Yeah, you do, and I've made it work. You know, I'm nursing, and so I was thrown to the wolves when I came back to work. People don't realize, reporters, we spend a lot of time in the live truck, the van with the dish on, and when we get stuck somewhere, when our mask goes up, we can't move. We're stuck in the truck, which means when you're pregnant, there's no restroom. And when you're trying to nurse, when you have to do your motherly duties and pump, I was stuck my first night back at work in downtown Dayton in the front passenger seat with the cover up pumping, and people were walking by on the sidewalk. They're probably thinking, what's she doing? Yeah, but like they say, modesty goes out the window. You just do what you have to do. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, thanks for sharing whatever secrets you've. I know it's not the total answers, but every experience helps. It helps to hear it from other mothers out there. So thank you for coming on and sharing all of that.
Yeah. It's
do what you have to do and look pathetic.
And you look pathetic. If all else fails, just look really sad and pathetic, and people will come to your rescue.
Good advice. Thank you, Holly.
Thank you.
Well, she's the host of The Biggest Loser right here on Channel 2, and you can also see her on Days of Our Lives each day after Living Dayton.
But as we found out a little earlier today, Allison Sweeney